guys, so there is a lot that I want to talk to you guys about today. I know that my fan is loud, my AC, but it is so hot here right now. So, I have most of it written down because I don't want to forget. This is like the FOUSEYTUBE part 2, okay? And basically, like, what I wanted to talk about was a couple things that, before I get into this, I want to let you guys know that I have actually the same mental health issues that he has and more. So I know a lot about this. I'm not just a random person saying it, and I'm not trying to like bring in any hate. But what I wanted to talk about was, first of all, Fousey's obsession with Drake. I think that's very unhealthy, and I think that like if like his friends at this point really need to step in with this. I'm gonna try and make this video as short as possible because you guys, I know you guys don't want like a 20-minute long video. But his obsession with Drake is like kind of out of control. Like the videos that he's posted towards Drake, which are still up, are kind of a little bit stalkerish. And then to even just try and look like him, I don't know. And then to lie and say that he met Drake, and then for Drake to say, no, I don't even know who he is. Like, and then Fousey kind of like came back and said, oh, well, of course he's gonna say he doesn't know me, but like, it's like, you know what, you didn't meet Drake, okay? You know, so just own it, just own up to it. The beginning of the show that he had was good. Like, I guess it was going good. It was good. I guess it was going good. I think that the way that, and listen, I don't like Sam Pepper. I don't like him. He's got a horrible past, but you know what? Two wrongs don't make it right, okay? So the way that he was treated at the show was awful. And then when they were on the Adam 22, No Jumper, when they were on the podcast, you know, he's trying to spread like love arrives and hate dies or whatever, some shit like that. Like, I don't know, let's like end the hate, and like he's in Sam Pepper's face, like screaming at him, and it was just, I thought it was unbelievable, very hypocritical and very manic, okay? On top of that, like, when he first was on, and I'm gonna get into this in a second, when he first was standing on that car at the very end, he was thanking Keemstar, he was thanking him, and he was like, saying, you know, like, that he was happy, you know, that he was there. And then, what I think is weird is he played his song, he sang his song, and then immediately after that, he flipped a switch and, like, was against Keem. Go watch it for yourself if you don't believe me, and then come back. But he was, like, really nice to Keem, and then, like, he played the song, and immediately after, he was, like, a jerk to him. Not only was he a jerk to him, but he was a jerk to him in a very, like, inappropriate way, I think. He had his shirt pulled up to look like a sports bra for one, and he was like mocking the voice of a flamboyant gay man. And sorry, but I think that's offensive. Like, I don't, like, kind of like, you know how everybody gets pissed off at Whoa Vicky because she like talks black? Well, he was talking like a flamboyant gay man, and nobody has said anything about that so far. Like, I don't think that's very appropriate. I don't think that's cool. You're trying to spread that. That's not. You don't do that. So he did that. And I just thought that was horrible. And then for him to stand on top of the car, and he said, you know, you made me want to commit suicide. Your videos made me want to commit suicide. No, listen. He is a grown adult now. Okay, he's an adult. If he does not like something on the internet, he needs to close the laptop, okay, for his own mental health. Keemstar is doing his job, and I'm not sticking up for Keemstar, but he does this drama, and what he, honestly, I think what Keemstar does is amazing. I don't think there is any other drama channel that can compete or hold a candle to what he does. Like, he pretty much covers, like, everyone, and then there's other channels that are amazing. Like, Peter Mon is amazing. I love Peter. But they cover, like, the beauty communities and stuff like that, and, like, all that stuff. But, Keemstar covers like the other YouTubers like Jake Paul and Logan Paul and like the FaZe people and like stuff like that. So like when he, like, I don't know, I think it's a very hard job that he does, and I think he's just doing his job. But like, we all have our own gig here on YouTube, like, and honestly, like, if Keemstar said something about Fousey and Fousey didn't like it, like, what I don't understand is, like, from what I've seen, Keemstar reports on things that have happened and that are public information. If Fousey didn't like this stuff, he shouldn't have done stuff. I don't know, it's whatever. Now there is a theory out there. This is the big thing, okay? There is a theory. And I don't want it, I'm not saying anything about it. I'm not saying I believe it. I'm not saying anything at all. This is just a theory, okay? Just a theory. You guys know that there was a threat that was called in, and like everybody, like a couple people have said, who would that benefit the most? Now, Fousey made a bunch of promises. He promised that Drake was going to be there and like all these other people, and they weren't coming. So somebody called in this threat, and it closed down the theater. Now Fousey can say, well, they didn't come because the theater was shut down. Or, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting how it happened. Okay, very interesting. I'm not going to say if I agree with it or I don't, but I think that it's like a very interesting theory to think about, because like, I don't know, I mean, do a lot of people think that he called it in himself or he had someone call it in? A lot of people do think that, yes. Do I think that? Not my place to say. I just talk about this. One thing I want to throw in real quick before I continue this is, if you guys like any of the makeup that I'm wearing, I get a lot of my makeup from this website called Glambot. I have links down below to their website if you guys ever want to check it out. I have a ton of links down there. I don't make money off YouTube, I don't make shit, so if you guys want to check anything out, then feel free. Anyways, to continue, now this is another thing with Fousey is, so the car that he was standing on was an Uber driver's, okay? He promised, and this is on film, he promised his Uber driver, he said, if you let me stand in your car and give you this speech, I will give you $50,000 and a brand new car, okay? So that's what he said. Now this Uber driver, they made him hit this blunt, they told him to hit this blunt, he hit this blunt, he lost his job, okay? He lost his job. So now he's hitting up Fousey and saying, hey, can I get that, that $50,000 that you promised? And Fousey's response was, talk to my accountant. Like, he doesn't even give a shit that he got this dude fired. I don't think it's really so much about the blunt. I think it's more he's supposed to be working. He's working. And people are like jumping. It just doesn't look good, for the company. So, anyways, he got fired. I don't know the exact reason. Maybe it was because he hit the blunt. And you know what? If I was in front of that many people and somebody told me to and I felt like the pressure, I might do it too. And I hate weed. I hate smoking weed, and I don't condone it at all. But if I felt that much pressure, I might have done it too. So we will see what happens. I'm very curious to see if Fousey actually pays the money to that guy, because it's just, I think he should, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you promised him you would, and you know what, whether you're in a manic state or not, I would love to hear him come back and say, I'm really sorry, I can't do that. I was manic when I said that. I don't know what I was thinking. it'd be very funny to see him come back at the end of all of this and use his manic as an excuse now for his bullshit behavior, which it is. But it's like, you didn't listen when we all told you to chill out and get back on your meds, and now you do all this shit, you make all these promises like this poor freaking Uber driver, and I guarantee he'll come back with some bullshit. But that's just my thoughts, But let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk to you guys about aside from the weight. Let's see. Nope, I guess that's a, yeah, I guess, let me go check and see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Hold on. Okay, you guys, so, I was trying to watch, a little bit of what else is going on, and basically, it's just, I guess, like on, now you guys gotta watch Keemstar's documentary on this because it's really good. And it kind of shows like everything that's going on. I mean, I would say Shane Dawson would do a better job. But yeah, thumbs up if you agree with that. But no, I'm just kidding. But I think, like he was saying how, like, you know, at his next event, J. Cole is gonna be there and all this other shit, and it's like, and he's gonna open up for J. Cole, and if he doesn't, he's gonna stay off the internet. He's gonna go. It's like, why are you? And you know, that's the thing about mania, is like, it's very extreme. Like, your feelings are very extreme. Like, when you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down. When you're happy, you're real happy. When you're sad, you're real sad. When you have an idea, you have an idea. When you have, like, when you want to do something, you want to do something. When you don't want to do something, you don't want to do it. Like, that's the whole part of being manic. And being on medication is what balances you out. Like, and, you know, he was saying that medication wasn't for him, and maybe the lithium, he said he was on lithium, maybe lithium wasn't for him. You know, there are other medications out there. There are other medications that you could try. I'm on a very simple medication regimen. I'm on Prozac and Klonopin. Very simple. And it helps me tremendously. I think that if he could find, I think that he should look and try and find a different type of medication that helps him. You know, if lithium isn't working, which a lot of people don't like lithium. You know, I was on it before. It gave me the shakes. It made me feel like a zombie. I didn't like it. So I would try something else, and I tried Risperidol and some other thing, and Depakote, and actually that worked pretty good. And I might actually go back to Depakote and Risperidol. But there are other things, you know, there are other medications out there. Just because one didn't work for you doesn't mean that you have to quit. But anyways, I hope that his family and, you know, everybody kind of talks him out of this, like, I don't want to say crazy, because that's it's just a term that it's not, in the mental health world, it's not, okay. So anyways, I just hope that his family kind of talks him down and says, like, listen, like, you need to get back on your meds. Because I know that when he gets stabilized again and he goes back and he watches these videos, he's going to be like, oh my God, what was I thinking? And the thing is you weren't, you know, and it's kind of, and it puts us in a weird situation where it's like, we're sitting back and we're watching this guy have a manic break. A major manic break. And as human beings, does that make it wrong for us to sit back and watch this? Is that, I see, it's like, it's very weird. It's a very weird situation. It's a very weird situation. But anyways, I'm going to try and keep up to date on all the FOUSEYTUBE drama and everything else, and I will try and bring to you my thoughts, my opinions, and everything like that as much as I can, and I will talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. Goodbye.